Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's falconpaladin coming to you with yet another edition of Cheese Compilation. Gonna get started off with a game between AAA and Red Block here on Fracture the Ladder Edition. Bottom right-hand corner is the Red Terran player Red Block. Top left-hand corner is the Blue Zerg player AAA. If you'd like me to cast one of your cheeses, send it to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. I will send them to my screeners, and the screeners will choose the very best ones, and it will make it into the compilation for that month. All right. This is very, very suspicious. Very suspicious, Red Block. Why are you not walling off against Zerg? Do you not need to wall off against Zerg because you are proxying? Oh, 2 SCVs. Moving on out. Moving on out. AAA, just go ahead and saving up for a hatchery and that 17 supply. Just checking to make sure there's not a barracks back there. And there we go. But no. 2 SCVs up to no good. 1 barracks. Whoa. 2 barracks and possibly 3 barracks going up here. This is going to be very, very aggressive cheese. Oh man. Slover Lords are not going to get there in time to see that this is cheese. Extractor as well. Spawning pool on 17. I know this is a very, very standard build, and it's fairly safe as long as you're not being proxied. Wow, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting here. There's the pool. There's the extractor. This pool's about 50% complete here. There are going to be a ton of Marines ready to rock here. Overlord is going to get here at some point and recognize that, okay, so there's not an expansion and there's nothing walling off the front here, which honestly you should do anyway if you're Red Block. He's getting a refinery, though. What's he planning on doing with a refinery at this stage? If he was going for something like Marauders or something... Well, Marauders are so bad early against Zerg. If he was going for something like Stim or Reapers or something this early, he needed the gas a little bit earlier than this. So he's making a Marine. He's building a supply depot up here too. There is another Marine. Overlord comes right on in and says, okay, there's not an expansion. This needs to set off all the warning bells in my head. There is something going on right now. This Overlord heading out in a direction where it probably will see these barracks, actually, based on that flight path. Based on the flight path, yeah, why did he have to lift that off, I wonder? Maybe he didn't want Marines to get stuck in there as they came out. Either way, that is a 4th barracks here. There is the gas. What is he doing with gas is my question. I don't see anything actually being used for Red Block here that he would need gas for. Okay, you need to stop drone production right now at about 23. Start making lings, get that speed. Get some queens out for base defense. You don't know what's going on yet. You are soon to find out, though, because here comes the Overlord scouting on across this way to see what's going on. This Overlord instantly sees, okay, so nothing coming. There's nothing blocking that ramp either. Here's all this stuff. We found it. Here are the barracks. Here are the Marines. Immediately spines. Immediately going for a baneling nest would be really good, too. Additional queens would be fantastic. And there we go. Spine, spine, spine. Lings. 4 spines. And some Zerglings here too. The Marines, they need to realize they got scouted, but I don't think they know. I think the Overlord very smartly got to the edge of this, was on the high ground so the Marines couldn't see him when he came in. And now the Zerglings going for the counterattack because Red Block did not wall off its ramp. You really need to wall off your ramp, you guys. You just do. Let this be a couple lessons. First of all, always scout very well. If your Overlords can find stuff, good on you, but if not, Worker scouting early is very important. Number 2, if you're going to cheese like this, wall off your front door, man. Because holy smokes, goodbye all of the SCVs right now. And they're going to fight. The SCVs are going to fight, and they're just not going to do very well. Not against this number of lings. Not against these number of angry lings. They're going to kill them all, but they're going to lose 9 SCVs. It's 16 to 19 right now. Here come the Marines, but there are 4 spines here, a ton of speedlings, and a queen. Oh boy, hubba, shabba. Oh, Lings pull back. There you go. Lings pulling back. All the spines need to be hitting here. There's no way you're getting through this Red Block. What a bad time for this. What a bad time for your Marines to show on up. Excellent job with that wall. It was a lot of resources, but it was totally worth it. Zerglings getting right on in. Oh, it's going to be a Hellion follow-up here. I guess that, well, he's made a factory with it, and that's it. Red Block is done. Red Block's out. His rush got shut down. He's tapping out now. And that's going to be it for him today. So good job. Good little scouting there with the Overlord. And look, the Overlord got in here early, saw no expansion, came up, saw nothing here too, sent the Overlord in another position to try to find some proxies, and did manage to find the proxies and then responded properly to it. Good job by AAA. That's a Zerg win. Zerg win for the first game of the day. Let's come back with more cheese. We'll be right back. It's going to be Naked Bear and Taunting You here on Acid Plant the Ladder Edition for more cheese. Top left-hand corner, the Terran player, he is red. Bottom right-hand corner, the Protoss player, he is blue. Who's going to be the cheeser? Hey, did you know that I'm on Twitch? Twitch.tv/falconpaladin. Do StarCraft stuff, do Warcraft 2 stuff, do Far Cry stuff sometimes. If you want to hang out with me live, twitch.tv/falconpaladin. Okay, now that that's out of the way, a probe is moving out. But probe scouting is fairly standard for Protoss. And, ooh, this is a little bit more suspicious. SCV scouting is not very standard for Terran players. They just rather prefer to scout when the Reaper comes out. And boop! Oh, little kiss, little high five as they pass each other by in the very, very center of the map. Exact middle. Scouting times. They are important. Alright, so Naked Bear is basically just going to go for a Reaper expand here. And there's a gateway here from Taunting You. So, no cannon rush. No proxies, no mass marines on your front door, and Taunting You's probe comes in, says, whoa! Hold your horses! Throws up a pylon here. What the what? That's just gotta be... Oh, he's pulling a lot of SCVs off the line to kill this. And he steals the gas. Okay, hold up, dude. Hold up. Your SCV came in and saw there is only a gateway here. And there's the cancel. Yeah. There was just a gateway there. Did that probe die? The probe ran over here and threw a pylon up there. These SCVs are losing a ton of mining time. Dude, Naked Bear, get back to work. Get back to work. Stealing gas from a Terran player can mean a lot of things. It can basically prevent them from going for quick cyclones or quick tanks or quick banshees or anything that is very gas heavy. So this is an interesting strategy out of Taunting You. Whatever he's doing, he doesn't want Naked Bear to have access to a ton of gas here in the early stages of the game. Meanwhile, a proxy barracks from Naked Bear is going down on the other side of the map. I'm not sure he was planning on doing that initially, but it's very possible that when he saw that pylon go down and the assimilator go down, he said one good turn deserves another. And he's going to go ahead and throw a barracks over here and see what can come of that. A Reaper right there would not be too bad. He's got a Marine here defending. What are you doing? It's a robotics facility from Taunting You. And yeah, that Marine's going to take down that assimilator eventually. Six damage at a time, 6 damage at a time. Nope, 1 armor, 5 damage at a time. This Marine could also help, but he's just standing here looking cool. He's got Zerg icons on his sleeves. I think that's what that 3 spike is. Is that Zerg? Trying to remember. Either way, it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. And there is the reactor, and here is a factory. Ooh, I like this. The double proxy coming in on Acid Plant. This is a gateway. That's a robotics facility. It's got to be immortal, right? It's got to be immortal. Maybe with some stalker help or a couple adepts here to another pylon coming up. Now, at this point, you must be worried about the fact that your opponent has not expanded either. There's got to be something going on, but neither player has any idea that the other guy is proxying them at the very same moment. These are fun cheese. Double cheese is always fun. We can't always get them in the cheese compilations. They're not very standard on these submissions, but at the same time, there are tons and tons of excitement here. Ooh, shield batteries coming up here as well. You're going to go down this ramp and see this. You can't just Naked Bear. You can't just play defensive, man. You got to scout. You got to see what's coming in. I think the Protoss player has this. Immortals with shield battery support at the front door of a Terran player is abjectly terrifying. That said, Cyclones at the front door of a Protoss player also equally terrifying. So we are basically going for both of the best kinds of cheese to do against the other race here. Who can win? They always say never base race a Terran. I just feel like this is going to be a base race type scenario. What is this? Another pylon over here for Taunting You. He's kept this probe alive, man. He's been hiding here for a while. And another probe coming up just for good measure. What else is he making? That's a warp gate. That's another immortal. That's a stalker. These are definitely cyclones coming up. Marines in production here too for Naked Bear. 4-minute aggression at its best right now. And that is a gateway too. Taunting You, I love this. I love what Taunting You is doing right now. Ooh, is that getting scouted? No, it is not getting scouted. He's going to go ahead and push the front and then warp in some zealots or something and walk them into that mineral line where everybody's worried at the front door. Oh, this is nasty. This is nasty, dirty stuff out of Taunting You, and I could not love it more. Cyclones and Marines looking real scary for Naked Bear down here, though. Yeah, we're going to base race this. There's really no answer, no rhyme or reason to it, unless there's a recall. That's the thing. Taunting You has the ability to recall his army back home to defend against what's coming here. After he's gotten through the front door and kind of wiped out what Naked Bear is going for, he can respond fairly quickly, at least a lot more quickly than the Terran player can, if he's stuck on this side of the map. So here come the Cyclones, here come the Marines. Are the Immortals going to get up there or not? I don't know, but there are Stalkers coming in from Taunting You. He's going to go from both sides of the action. Oh, this probe's going to accidentally scout the proxy of Naked Bear. seconds before the Terran army shows up at his front door. All right, well, that pylon is dead with 3 Cyclones hammering it, depowering all this stuff. Everybody run. The probes immediately run for the corners here. This is time to go, says Taunting You. Let's get up here. Let's murder all of these things. It's a handful of Marines defending. And yeah, we're officially in base race mode right now. All these probes are dead is the problem. Dude, recall some stuff home. Recall the Immortals home with some Stalkers, maybe. I don't know if you can save it. Where are these guys trying to go? They're trying to get out. Some of these SCVs might actually escape. They are running for it. And a couple of them do manage to get the heck on out of there, whereas all of the probes of Taunting You are dead, except for the ones that were out on the map at this stage. Naked Bear lifting off, heading on south a little bit here. Go south, young man. These Cyclones just do so much damage to buildings. That bonus damage versus armor is no joke. No joke at all. Cybernetics core down. Warp gate down. We've got a refinery exploding there too. So this is the building left for Naked Bear. He's got his proxy stuff here as well. He's building a new command center at this location. And it is currently 5 to 2 harvesters, which is not very good for either player, but that just puts them on fairly equal footing. So we're looking at 5 Cyclones and 9 Marines versus 2 Immortals and 6 Stalkers. I think the Terran player has this. I think Naked Bear has enough to where he's going to win this thing in a straight-up engagement, which is kind of what this is turning into. This orbital command is flying on down, going to join these 2 supply depots that Naked Bear built down in this location, and then let the mining begin, let the muling begin here too. This command center is almost done. This is going to be a long game, says Taunting You. No, it's not, man. You don't have a base. The longer it goes on, the more Taunted Bear is going to be able to do whatever he wants. That's the power of being able to lift off your building. And here we go. Here is the engagement of a lifetime right here. Oh, man, that's just so many Cyclones. Ah, focusing down one of the Immortals. So nice pickup, though. Hey, some micro. Picking up the Immortals, leaving them at the back. Trying to take down those Cyclones, not really working out all that well. Like I said, I really feel like Naked Bear's army is better than Taunting You's army is here. Honestly, just run. Just run, Naked Bear. Don't even engage. Dude, this thing needs to land. This orbital command needs to land right here. Whoa! Naked Bear's victorious and Taunting Bear has left the game. What the heck is CBF? I feel like he was upset about something, but yeah, I think he recognized there was no way he was beating this many Marines and Cyclones. It's like a direct counter to this Stalker Immortal thing that Taunting You was going for. Plus, there were 2 bases up for the Terran player. I mean, it was a good thing that he left. It was a little premature, but I think he recognized what was going on. He saw that base, he saw the production facilities, he saw the SCVs, he saw this army and said, yeah, I can't win this, and I can't, over time, this is all I have, unless I force the Terran player to engage at my shield batteries, which you don't really have to do. So good job by Naked Bear. I really feel like that was impromptu cheese from him. The pylon came down, the gas steel came down, and he was like, all right, that's enough. Came over here and did some stuff and ended up winning. So good job by him. And more cheese coming your way in just a second. Team game time. Captain America versus the Joker here on Red Storm. Team Captain America represented by the red Terran player Mystica and the blue Terran player Craxy. Bottom left-hand corner, the Team Joker team represented by the teal Terran player Elkos. Well, Elkos? And the purple Zerg player Amnesia. So Zerg representation here. First Zerg representation we've seen since game number 1 at this point. And here we go. Drones moving out from Amnesia. Okay, 2 drones. You see 2 drones coming out from your opponent. They have something in mind. Look at this lava waterfall. That is hot stuff, literally. And like, I want it. I want a lava waterfall in my house now. Let's make that happen, people. Okay, so SCV over here for Craxy, scouting stuff out, trying to see what's going on. That is your proxy hatch out of Amnesia. Yes! And this looks like another proxy hatch out of Amnesia, as he doesn't have the resources for it quite yet. But he's definitely working on it. SCVs chasing other SCVs around. Blue versus blue, but not the same shade of blue, so they hate each other. It's the story of the Starbelly Sneeches. Have you read that one by Dr. Seuss? If you haven't read it in a while, you should. I think everybody should read it every once in a while. It's just the story of how superficial changes can really make us hate each other, or superficial differences can make us hate each other for no reason. There's just this fear of the other that is intrinsically part of every human psyche that we need to get rid of. We need to beat, you guys. If you see someone different from you, don't assume they're scary. Don't assume they're bad. That's tribal thinking. That served us well when we were hunters and gatherers 10,000 years ago, but today, no. Today, not as much. Ooh, killing the drone. Nicely done, SCV guy. They do win fights, SCVs do, against drones. because drones can regenerate their HP and SCVs cannot. That's the general concept as to why SCVs win that fight straight up. There's your second proxy from Amnesia. What is going on right now? We just have drone fights all over the place. Is anybody proxying anywhere else? Just these? I think it's just these. There's a defend icon by somebody up here. I'm not sure who actually pinged that. But yeah, Marines in production here. Another barracks coming in. There needs to be like a spine crawler and some lings up here now. Mystica says, oh yeah, there's definitely a hatch here, guys. I double checked. Another base here for Craxy on the high ground. He's trying to expand. Interestingly enough, oh, here comes a Marine. Zerglings, you can win this, Zerglings. You can not against 2 versus 1, though. Yeah, there we go. 2 versus 2. Pretty good micro from the Marines. They are staying alive. Micro Marines reminds me of Micro Machines, which was one of my favorite things when I was a kid. But yeah, that Queen's going to pop out, and it's going to be problematic here. Queen can take a lot of Marine damage and do a pretty good damage amount here, too. Zerglings, Slowlings are pretty bad, except against slow, unupgraded Marines, in which case they're not terrible, as it turns out. This Queen already has 2 kills. She is a Predator. Creep spread or something here, lady. There it is. Don't let the Marine kill it, though. Don't let the Marine... Get up there and don't let the Marine kill it. Yeah! All right, you let him kill it. I'm very upset at you now, Amnesia. I was rooting for you all the way, but you let that tumor die for no reason. You could have saved it, and you were doing something else. Ooh, double gas from Amnesia. What are you doing? What are you doing back home? How many workers do you even have, person? 11. 11 workers from Amnesia. Cut all of the workers in the world to go for this double weird proxy thing with Zerglings. Don't let them in. Don't let them in. You let them in. The wall is down. You have Slowlings up in your grill, and all you have are unupgraded Marines. Run! Get out of there. The SCVs are here to fight as well. SCVs fighting, doing a pretty good job, actually, surrounding a couple of those Lings. And now the Lings don't want to engage. This is not enough. This is not enough Zerglings to beat that many SCVs. As we saw in the game number 1, right? Slow Zerglings against SCVs, not going to be that great. I mean, they're going to be good. They just can't win a fight when they're that outnumbered. More Zerglings at the front. Finally, there's a wall. Elkos is here fighting at the front door, helping out too. But no, it's just the SCV pull is too good here from Team Captain America. More and more Marines are showing up. Dude, another creep tumor would not go amiss right now. A creep tumor right here would be amazing. Ah, there it is. There it is. And now we're fighting. SCVs can't really fight that well against Queen Marine Zergling. Just A-moving, basically, at this point, is Amnesia. A Zerg player after my own heart, man. Just make Lings and go. Just make Lings and fight as hard as you can. This supply depot is going to fall, and then Creep will prevent the wall from being further constructed or reconstructed because there's Creep in the way. This is why the Creep tumor is so important for here for Amnesia. Marines fighting. What the heck is Team Captain America doing? Well, losing all of the SCVs to Zerglings, for one. How about Team Blue? Team Blue doesn't have any SCVs either. Ran them all up here. I think the double proxy Zergling play actually won for Amnesia here and Elkos. It reminds me of a race from back in Mass Effect. Can't remember if that's correct or not. It's been a while. Mass Effect 1 had the Elkos, well, 2 and 3, but in a smaller, not as considerate roles. So yeah, looks like Team The Joker wins today. Team Chaos and the Cheesers are the winners. It's 2 and 2 Harvesters for Team Captain America right now. Spreading Creep further up here. This Queen has 5 kills. She is a boss. A tank! Go Zerglings, get it. How close are you guys getting speed? 0% close, Falcon, for thanks for asking. 0%, 0%. You're getting gas, but what on earth for? Alright, well that's it. Craxy's out, Mystica's left the game, and Elkos and Amnesia are your winners in 5 minutes and 42 seconds. And that's all she wrote. Okay, seriously, big question of the day is why on earth did Amnesia make extractors? What the heck were you doing with gas in that game? Were you planning on going Swarm Host if this didn't work? Like, if you couldn't get through the wall with Lings, Swarm Host would be actually kind of incredible from this location. But didn't actually end up getting there. Didn't even upgrade to a lair either. I guess the Ling attack was going well enough that that wasn't big of a deal. But either way, good job. Good job by Team The Joker. All right, so Team Terran, what Team Terran needed to do here, it's a fun little explosion. I might actually use this for my thumbnail for this episode. All right, sweet. What they should have done is tanks, honestly. Wall off here, repair as best you can, and then get tanks out as soon as you Terranly can. Just get tanks, put one here, a little further back so the Queens can't get it, and then just wreck everything that comes up this ramp. That's the way to do it, but Didn't quite make it happen, and eventually Swarmhouse would have shown up here too, so I don't know, would have been interesting. You could also have shelled these hatcheries from the high ground. Tanks could have hit those from these positions too. But next time, better luck next time. All right, we're going to be back with more cheese in just a second. This is going to be PvP for this entry for the cheese compilation for October. Bottom right-hand corner, Red Protoss, Pobert from Poby, and top left, the blue Protoss player, Mr. Mango. I like that name, Mr. Mango. Kind of just rolls off the tongue. Thanks especially to my screeners today, Eric, Stefan, and Jim, for going through all of the cheese replays that were sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. Seriously, guys, if you want Cheesecast, do some interesting and unique cheese. Keep it around 5 minutes. Send it to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com, and it will be cast. No more worker rushes, you guys, unless they are very, very interesting. We've seen a lot of worker rushes, seen a lot of them, and very few of them are interesting at this point. Ooh, a forge here from Pobert, and a regular gateway here for Mr. Mango. It's going to be a cannon rush. I will never, ever get bored of cannon rushing. I won't. I like it a lot. I've liked it ever since I've seen it the first time in Brood War back a long, long time ago. And I like it now. And if you don't like it, then I don't know. I don't think I understand you. All right, so here goes nothing. Ooh, dang. All right, so Pylon 1 and Pylon 2 for Poby already here. Pobert, rather. A forge of his own coming up for Mr. Mango, responding pretty well. The probe for Pobert coming down to the bottom left to stay alive. Basically at this stage, if you can get these up this early, it's going to be very interesting. So cannon low ground, and then cannon high ground would not be a miss right here. Honestly, if you can get one up, a high ground cannon would be incredible for Pobert. Dude, do not die, though. Ooh, Jukes! Jukes back around. A Zealot is up. Oh, going to try to kill this probe. Probe, get a cannon on this high ground. Jukes around the Zealot. Running on up here, allowing Mr. Mango to get a cannon up. Allowing Mr. Mango to get 2 cannons up. Dude! And there's your cannon. Run for it. It's being protected by this cannon, though. That's actually very nice. Probe gonna die. Probe, oh, the high ground probe is dead, but the Zealot is almost dead here, too. Okay, these 2 cannons for Mr. Mango, I think, are gonna survive. I think they're going to survive. I think that's all this is going to be. This is going to allow Mr. Mango to win this thing. His defensive cannons of his own. Cannon 1, Cannon 2. This cannon on the high ground is going to die. There's no saving it. Canceled to save the money there. And yeah, that probe on the high ground by Pobert was just not on top of things. Just not in a position where it could throw the cannons down early enough to really make a difference. It could have shut down these cannons. Could have done it. Didn't do it. Another pylon here. That pylon on the high ground by Pobert is dead. Resources lost at this point. About 250 for each player. Losing a gateway is sort of a big deal. Zealot coming down to say, aha. Are you? Oh, well, he's going to die is what he's going to do. Because that pylon repowered one of the cannons, but not the other one. Actually, problematically. These cannons, I think they're covering the ramp too. So if a probe tries to come up and spot the high ground for these low ground cannons, it won't matter. Yeah, I think Mr. Mango has this. There's a lot of PvP in the compilation today, and this is one of them. And just a good response here for Mr. Mango. As soon as he recognized what was going on, he threw down a forge. He got some cannons up as soon as he could. He made sure to kill the probe that was inside his main base. Chased it around with the Zealot. Managed to finally get that sucker off. Robotics facility follow-up here for Mr. Mango. Double gas production here as well. Cybernetics core on the way from Pobert, but it's too late. Look at this. You don't have the high ground advantage, Pobert. You're going to die. We're going to lose this photon cannon. And then this one. And that's another cannon. It's not going to be able to hit anything, I don't think. Look at the animation on attacking stuff on the low ground this close to you. That just bloop. That energy ball is just like drop down. Drop down. It's very fun. It's a very fun thing to see. Stalkers do the same thing if they're shooting down. Is their particle beam like disobeys the laws of physics and just goes down, but kind of had to make some compromises when they were designing the visuals for this game, and that is okay by me. So this cannon is hero cannon. It's 3 kills already. You're not pushing, man. Pobert, you can't push anymore. Just forget about it. Make stuff back home, and he is. He's following this thing up. Can he actually come back and win this thing? That would be the interesting play. It is going to be an immortal here with a warp prism here for Mr. Mango. Stalkers on the way. We're going for warp gate research. Additional. Dude, these cannons are sacrificial, man. These cannons are sacrificial. This cannon will not survive versus the Immortal. Immortals were built to destroy cannons. Built to destroy cannons. Built to destroy spine crawlers and missile turrets and all sorts of static defensey things. And, ooh, both cannons are up now. Pobert, ooh, with some shield batteries here, too. I like this. It's keeping Mr. Mango occupied while taking up back home to Oracles. While taking up back home to +1 attack while getting Adepts. I like what Pobert's doing. The follow-up here is fantastic. That said, this Warp Prism, a little bit scary. Oh, I tried to head on out. Actually saw this pylon and said, Juke! Juke back in. We're needed here in the homeland. Or maybe we just take a different alternate route away. Maybe he didn't want to get scouted by the pylon is what that was. Very possible that that's all that was. All right, Oracle going to sneak on in here. There's a cannon in fairly close proximity to that mineral line. An Adept gets in from Pobert too. Are you kidding? Oh, these probes are in trouble. Good job running, though. Did you activate? You did activate a little bit. Are you? No. Why are you killing an assimilator? You don't have enough energy to kill an assimilator. That's a complete waste of time. Stalker here firing. Oracle has some energy remaining, but just not even... You can kill that Stalker, you know, if you just focus it down. Fair enough. Here's the Immortal Stalker drop of Mr. Mango on Pobert. Right here. Whoa, he's Warp Prisming in cannons. Holy crap, dude. No. Don't do that. It's only in range to kill this Stargate. The recall home of Adepts. These are very regal-looking Adepts with this skin. Don't do it. Don't let these... Oh, they're shield batteries. And cannons. All right, fine. If they're shield batteries, I like this. Artosis Pylon takes down double of those warp gates. This Immortal still trying to kill these cannons over here at his side of the base for Mr. Mango. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Cannons up. Shield battery up. Healing up here. It is a pretty close game right now. These Adepts they're hard to kill for both Stalkers and Immortals. Are there enough of them is the question, though. Stalkers in the back. Shield batteries here from Pobert, too. Shield battery is such a huge part of the meta right now, you guys. Oh, he lifts the Immortal and then comes in and says, we're going to try to kill the Immortal shield battery, keeping it alive. Very, very nicely, though. Not wandering into range of those cannons. Good job here by Pobert. I feel like Pobert's a pretty good Protoss player. Mr. Mango's not bad either, though. This is some higher level cheese, I want to say. There's definitely some higher level stuff. Keeping that Immortal alive. Oh, with the liftoff at the last second. The Immortal comes in from Pobert. Going to get picked off by these Stalkers, though, if he's not careful. Additional Warpinson from Mr. Mango. It's 51 to 37 harvest, or supply, rather. Oh, but the stasis! Oh, the stasis was humongous right there. What? Look at these Stalkers wiggling around in stasis. Why are they dancing? I don't understand. Were they trying to blink when they did? That is such a weird animation. I don't know that Pobert is taking advantage of this properly, though. These... Oh, they're going to come out of stasis, and then you're going to be back where you were. Yeah, yes, this is just too many Stalkers. The Oracle gets picked off here. Defensive Stalker is going to die as well, even with the shield batteries. The Stutter step forward here. And yeah, Mr. Mango warping in additional Stalkers at the front. No Immortals on the ground for Pobert at all. And that is going to be all she wrote. Mr. Mango is your winner. The Immortal comes back in. His shields are all back and happy right now. And yep, that's going to be it for Pobert. Admirable effort. Decent cannon rush. But really, I think it all comes back to up here when he couldn't get those cannons on the high ground, couldn't keep the vision of the high ground like he wanted to. And that led to this snowball effect. Pobert with a rage quit, and Mr. Mango is your victor. Hoorah! All right, that was a good one. That was a good one. Felt kind of high level too. APM, yeah, 134 for Pobert, about 100 for Mr. Mango. So not bronze, definitely for sure. Good decision making from both players. All right. More cheese. Soon. 4v4 and cheese? How am I supposed to keep track of this, you guys? Come on. Better be good. Top right-hand corner, we're going to have Team North. The Red Terran player, Slothtronaut. It's an astronaut. That's a sloth. Zerg player who's blue, Hono Maximo. The also blue Zerg player, Newbie Doo. I guess it's teal. And the purple Zerg player, it's going to be Ultralith. There aren't enough vowels in this. Also, the light coming in on this map, Old Estate, is really weird. It's like the sun's rising up in this top right-hand corner. It really gives an interesting sheen to things. Team South is the green Protoss player, Klamath. the yellow Protoss player, Russian or Ukrainian, I don't know. The other, orange Protoss player, Zigomet, and the pink Terran player, Marauder. Is it supposed to be Dur? Or is it like Marauder was taken, so I added another R to the name? You could do that, though. You can have multiple names. It just has a different number on your battle tag. Either way, who's going to be the cheeser here today? I see an expansion coming up from Slothtronaut. So Team North, it doesn't seem likely that he is. We're walling off. Ooh, that's a forge from Klamath, though. Where's Klamath's stuff? I see green down here, but not so much over on the other cross on the other side of the map. This is a pretty map, you guys. Holy crap, this is amazing stuff. We got banners. We've got banners hanging. We have, like, a rug and carpets here. Have I ever seen carpet in StarCraft? This is weird. Ah, the cannon rush from Ukrainian. Whoa, the pylon wall to keep his probe alive. What a weird play. Cancels the one. Pentagram, says Ultra Flip. Another pylon here. Look at these guys coming off. There aren't enough. There is not enough SCVs to take down all of these pylons. Maybe there is enough. Look at him. He's not even worried. He's just hanging out. What up, Russian guy? Do your stuff. Are there actually any cannons going to be built? There's one. There's an attempt here, too. That one gets killed without being canceled. This pylon. These SCVs are doing work, man. From Slothtronaut. He is not getting a lot of mining time, but he's doing enough. Roach is popping out for Hono Maximo. Are you kidding? That is some fast Roach, and this is going to shut this down easy. I think Team North has this one just basically by the virtue of how well they defended against this cannon rush. Hot dang, that was sexy, is what that was. Good job. Good job, Team North. I mean, that was a very unorthodox style cannon rush, but it didn't work, man. There's another cannon coming up. The Roaches are just having a field day with this. And that cannon is going to get, not even really getting canceled here by our Ukrainian player. Meanwhile, Zigomet does manage to get some cannons up here around Newbie Doo's base. Newbie's Roach Warren is finishing up right now. Ooh, this is a little bit more dangerous. Zigomet making some stuff happen here. Where'd the Roaches go? The Roaches for Hono Maximo need to come help out. This was not spotted by Team North. I missed it as well. What is getting pinged? Klamath is also throwing up stuff on the other side of the map. And Ultra Thrip. Oh, he's got a proxy hatchery down here. Those Ultra Thrip. This game is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Yeah, the more Ravagers you have, the better off you're going to be here against these cannons. Okay, so Klamath has a defensive pylon. The Spine Crawler rush here from Ultra Flip, though. Ultra Lithip. That's so hard to say. I'm going to call him Ultra from now on. Yeah, eventually you can clear out these cannons, but look at this Zigomet. He's just like, doop, 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 doop. We're setting up in your base. What are you going to do about it? I don't know. Yeah, I am loving this out of Ultra right now. He got spines coming up all over the place. Defensive photon cannons here from Klamath. Trying to do something about this. And actually may be able to. Some of the cannons are starting to come into play. Man, finish off this one. Oop, Russian player's out. He's done because of the other spine crawler rush here from Newbie Doo. Doing the same thing. Oh, goodness to gracious. Goodness to gracious me. Ooh, all right, the cannons are actually kind of working here for Klamath. Zigomet has left the game. Zigomet's done. Oh, Zigomet, you're okay. All right. I don't know why. You're not under direct threat or anything. Oh, his cannons are getting cleaned up, though, I guess, by Hono Maximo. He decided to leave here, too. So Team North with the counter crazy stuff going on right now. This is just bonkers. I keep using B words to express what is going on here. It just seems appropriate. Queen needs to spread creep over this way. Already spreading creep over on the right side. Marines here from Marauder. Trying to get rid of a spine. There's only 4 of you, though. You can't take down a spine crawler by yourself. You get 2-shot is the problem. He's trying to buy time for this Nexus to not die, I believe is the idea here. Meanwhile, Ravagers cleaning out what's left here from Zigomet up north. And the Nexus maybe could possibly live, depending on how many Marines come out and how soon. Yeah, that spine crawler's almost dead. Oh, well, the Marines got moited there. Their corpses lie on the creep. Dude, you can finish off this Nexus. You can do it. Bring another guy over. Don't try to spread creep in range of a cannon, though. That is something I've tried before. It doesn't work very well. at all. So, yeah, that's going to be it. That is going to be it here. Is anybody unaffected by this? Yeah, basically, Klamath is... Well, he's got an expansion anyway. But, yeah, Roach is here from Nubidu, taking out what's left of Zigomet. He's not really here to defend. Our Russian player is going to lose his last Nexus as well. Some defensive cannons here from Klamath. Klamath is holding on, man. This Nexus is regenerating shields at a rate that is not fast enough for him. So yeah, Zigomet, what does he have? He's got a probe over here. He's dead. I mean, he left the game already. But yeah, these proxy hatches, man. Oh, the cheese. Oh, the cheese versus the cheese in a 4v4. Did not go exceptionally well for me. I didn't see this, man. I did not see this hatchery coming up at all. I didn't notice this one either until it was already done and building stuff, which is absolutely hilarious. Oh, get out of there, Spine. Got out of there. It's very smartly. Got out of there. The Nexus is going to die now. And I mean, Klamath was kind of mining from, but not all that much. There's just defensive cannons here. But yeah, much more mobile is Team North's army. They've got Roaches. They've got Ravagers. We've got more Roaches and Ravagers coming on over. I saw a Cyclone somewhere from our Terran player, Slothtronaut. But yeah, Corrosive Biles, fantastic here. And yeah, Roshan player is being revealed. Some drones from Ultralith trying. Oh, is it Lisp? Ultralith? That's probably what we're going for, though. Something like that. But yeah, the mobility's here. Slothtronaut rushed Battle Cruiser, you guys. Klamath left the game. And that's it. Those are your winners. Hono Maximo, Nubidu, Ultralith, and Slothtronaut are your winners. And a bonkers, crazy go nuts 4v4 that started with multiple cannon rushes up north. And then Team South went for the multiple hatcheries with Spine Crawlers, Spine Rush. And they were your victors. So well played by Team North, getting the win. And just there was so much stuff. There was so much stuff happening that whole time. But the mobile force made the deal. They held the cannon rush on the other side. Didn't actually end up losing a base, right? Didn't lose anything along the lines of a hatchery or a Nexus. I guess they couldn't lose a Nexus because they were Terran and Zerg, but you know what I mean. Okay, more cheese coming at you. We will be right back. More TVP here for you on Lost and Found. The red Terran player Echo from the Falpal clan versus the blue Protoss player Sasuga. All right, if you want to be part of the Falpal clan, go ahead and join the Discord server at the link in the description. If you don't want to join Discord, just go ahead and hit me up on email at falconpaladin@gmail.com and we can arrange that. Okay. All right. SCV Scout, always suspicious, as I said earlier in this cast. Ooh, that's a nice skin. Kind of flattens out the SCV a little bit in the front, though. Kind of flattens him right out. Kind of makes him look like Roby the Robot. I don't know. Echo wants to know, are you a gold Terran or Protoss? Interesting. P says Sasuga, did he go random? He may have chosen random, and some random players do it just because they want to get good on all races against all matchups. They're not interested in being sneaky in any way, so if you ask them what the race is, they'll tell you. So it's always worth a shot, honestly, if you're going against a random player. Look at this. Forward barracks here from Echo. He's being the cheese meister. A barracks is coming up here, but Sasuga says, all right, there should be something else here. We're missing some SCVs. There are not that many here. Oh, are these guys rallied to the wrong place? Echo's got... No, Echo has idle SCVs. Why? What were they doing? Oh, this is not good. This is not good for Echo. Oh, finally they're getting back to work. Finally that's happening. And now the probe is saying, all right, there should be some higher tech here somewhere. Why is there a double gas when there's not even a factory present? This probe needs to understand what he's seeing here. Scouting is all good, but a lesser player would come here and say, all right, there's a barracks. Cool, there's gas. No big deal. This is all standard stuff. I don't have to worry about anything. No, there's no factory. There's no double barracks here at all. He's walling off his front here against the Protoss. That is a good indicator that something fishy is going on. And yeah, the probe's just like do 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 do. Sasuga, on the other hand, is not actually doing that great himself. He's got double gas. He's just now starting his cybernetics core at the 2-minute and 9 mark. I think he's maybe worried about what's going on up here. Let's take a look at his camera real quick.
Your probes are under attack.
Yep, he's just like, I still don't see anything from this Terran player. Maybe he just sucks. See, and that's the danger, too, is at the lower levels on the ladder, you can just be like, well, they just don't know what they're doing. I should be fine. I can do whatever I want here. And that is a very dangerous thing to think because there's nothing. There's nothing coming up. There. Whoa! Ghost Academy. Out of Echo. But where the heck is the... Don't you need... He's getting Cloak. Okay, for nukes he needs a factory. But not for ghosts. For ghosts he just needs the Ghost Academy. Which, fair enough. Marine. Takes down the probe right there. And yeah, okay, probe. Seriously, man. There's got to be something going on. Ooh, top pylon here from Sasuga. Twilight Council coming in here as well. Oh, this could be Dark Templar or some kind of like an Archon drop, possibly, but there's not a robotics facility. Let's see. Let's see what we get. And the expansion Nexus here from Sasuga. Now, Cloaked Ghost showing up when your opponent doesn't have a forge and doesn't have a robotics facility is going to be bad news bears for the Protoss player. The Terran player also, if DTs show up, and there's no detection, bad news bears, but you just wait a little bit, the orbital command can go ahead and throw it on a scan for you. So there's your robotics facility, so maybe it is a bit of more of an Archon drop. We'd have to see a Twilight Council. No, it's a Dark Shrine. Duh, I think I already clicked on this. It is a Dark Shrine coming up here from Sasuga. Ghosts in production, standing there, pointing his gun right into the sky. I look like I'm from Tron. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Booyah. Somebody took a lot of time animating this. They really did. Somebody was like, how do we animate ghosts in their idle position? And they drew a 3D model and they figured it out. Just respect artists, you guys, especially gaming artists. They don't get paid a lot and they usually have to work really hard. There have been a series of articles about that where Red Dead Redemption 2 came out and it's amazing, but there's been a lot of talk about the crunch, right? The crunch for the players at Rockstar Games. The crunch for the employees who had to work nights and weekends for months and months to get this thing out the door in time. But anyway, they are responsible for this. Here comes some ghosts. Cloaked ghosts, man. Walking right on up here. And is there anything to defend against this? No, zero. Zero to defend against this. Bam. Probes getting absolutely massacred here. There's nothing you can do. Honestly, just run and rebuild your base. Just get out of here and rebuild your base. That adept died so dang quickly to these guys. I'm not even sure if Sasuga recognizes what's going on here. Well, he does now, and he's running now. Where'd the ghosts go? Ghosts. Here you are. Yeah, man, they're having a great time. They are wonderfully excited about this. 11 kills, 12 kills, 7 kills on these dudes coming on in to deal with these probes. Yep, they're all toast. How many are remaining? 4 probes remaining here, but guess what? DT's wandering in. Ooh, there is a scan available. But I don't think there's the army available to stop this. Oh, man, that's the thing. You can see the DTs, but if you can't kill them, it doesn't really matter. Dark Templar perma-cloaked, wandering in. Go ahead, take down the supply depot, take down the SCVs. Oh, no, get the SCVs. Don't worry about the supply depots. Where are you going? Oh, they're absolutely leaving those SCVs alone. Oh, it's incredible stuff. All right, so the ghosts are trying to take down some of these pylons and depower these warp gates. The natural base is under fire as well. It's 5-5 harvesters. Finally, these SCVs get picked off, and now we're down to 1 single SCV from Echo and a bunch of ghosts that will have the energy to cloak here in a bit. The problem is he needs this scan. So Echo Orbital Command is going to land over here. Try to get some stuff done. The DTs are coming on in, but the DTs can't do much, man. This needs to make an observer, like right the heck now. He's got supply for it. He has the resources for it. Come on, Sasuga. Observer. Not more Dark Templar. You don't need more DTs. Oh, now he doesn't have the money for an observer. Why would he? Oh, he already has one. That's why. Fair enough, dude. He already made an observer. There's the scan and versus the light. Oh, versus light. Ghosts are so good. So good versus light. There's the other scan. Oh, hack. But no, in a straight up fight, the ghosts are going to do better because they're ranged. Because they hit hard. Is there another scan available? Yes, there's the other scan. There were enough for 3 scans. And all the Dark Templar are dead. There are 2 probes and a warp prism remaining for Sasuga. Now there's 2 probes remaining for Sasuga. He does have a base technically to mine from. Best ever, says Sasuga. Good game. Boy, I hope Sasuga watches this. Because if he enjoyed playing it, I'm sure he would enjoy watching it as well. Yeah, man, this is orbital command. Okay, we talk about this in Discord sometimes, but the fact that Echo wasn't using his mules effectively, right? He had a ton of energy on his orbital command, and that's why he had enough energy for 3 scans. That's what saved him. He had enough energy for 3 scans. And these hero ghosts, 6 kills, 14 kills, 14 kills, and 13 kills. 2 ghosts fell in the line of duty. But these guys using their sniper rifles to shoot a building at point-blank range in front of them. Feeling pretty boss in the process. Whew, that was a good one. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Dark Templar versus Ghost. Go figure. Go figure indeed. Okay, stick with me. Be right back. Holy team games, Batman. Is this the 3rd one of today already? It is. All right, on Ulzan, we're going to have Team Captain America on the right side of the map, represented by the Red Terran player DK Supoku, and the Blue Terran player Tatesin. Over here, we have Team The Joker. It's going to be the Purple Terran player Bits Please, and his friend, the Teal Protoss player Mad Scientist from Cheese. Oh, if they're not the Cheesers, I'm going to be extremely disappointed. Very sad about that, honestly. But here we go, moving out. We are partners in crime. Coming out across the map, we have this big laser drilling in the middle of Ulzan here. Some of the team maps are very unique in a lot of ways. And I don't think Blizzard necessarily tries all that hard to balance them that much. But that's okay. They're for team games, right? Nobody seriously works on team games, do they? Or MMR for team games? I'm not even sure how they calculate that. Oh, look who scouted this. DK Seppuku scouted Bits Please attempt at a barracks. Is going to shut this sucker down. You gotta attack the SCV though. There you go. Gonna attack the SCV quite nicely. There's a pylon coming up here for Mad Scientist 2. Can they hold? Yeah, this barracks gets absolutely shut down. Look at pulling the SCVs, which you kind of have to do. Oh, the probe gets picked off. What a hold! What a hold by Team Captain America. They shut down both attempts at Cheese so hard. So hard. They didn't even get off the ground. Those attempts by Team The Joker didn't even get off the ground. That is how hard they got shut down. Like, they showed up and got kicked in the face. Ooh, another pylon for Mad Scientist, though. If at first you don't succeed, try again with the cannon rush. Ooh, this one actually can't even get it down because the SCV is sticking so close to him. And the juke, he gets it. He gets the, okay, gets all 3 down and also dies. So that's not good for Mad Scientist at all. Honestly, do we just let these finish? They're not threatening anything at all. You just got to get a cannon or a tank up and deal with these cannons. I mean, this guy, sure. He's going to high ground shoot them down with his gun. You know what I'd like to see is Marines have a melee animation, right? Because Hydralisks and Roaches have a melee animation. If something's close enough to them that they're attacking, then they'll use like their claws and stuff instead of their projectiles. I'd love to see Marines actually like use their bayonets, just stab Zerglings through the face when they're fighting them, or like hit a zealot right in the gut. That'd be amazing. Hey Blizzard, next time you're working on updates to your graphics, do that for me, okay? Okay, thanks. Speaking on updates from Blizzard, one day I'd love to have a voice pack from Blizzard that you could install in StarCraft, and I could say things and you could hear Falcon when you're playing the game. It's a very popular thing for other people like Nathanius. I don't think Pig has one. I don't think Roddy has one either. But Artosis, Day 9, I believe Tasteless has one as well. I think Tasteless and Artosis together have one, which makes a lot of sense. They've been a duo casting, just a all-star duo casting team for a long time. This pylon goes down. Dude, Mad Scientist is the most committed cheeser I have ever seen. Look at this guy. He's throwing up double pylon here in full vision, mind you, of DK Seppuku over here. He's going to let these things go down. Where are the tanks? Here's one. Here's the tank on the way, and that's all you really got to do is get a tank up. Man, this is such a committal for Mad Scientist. He's used every one of his minerals to make this thing happen. Defensive Cyclone here from Bits Please. That's a nice skin for that Cyclone. Wow. And the Marine, too. Man, some of these skins lately are really fantastic. All right, see, the problem is you can't see up this ramp. Your cannons can't hit anything. Oh, there's the scan, though. The scan will help with that. Can you hit that tank? Maybe. Yes, the tank's in getting hit range. Now it is not. Oh, the probe's coming up here for Mad Scientist. Still trying to do stuff, man. Dude, Mad Scientist, if he pulls this off, the most committed. He's got to kill this pylon. This pylon needs to be the priority here. Marines wandering in, getting massacred. There's the high ground vision that they wanted. Another tank is out. Cyclones from Bit Please show up, though, and both tanks die. Oh my goodness gracious. Mad Scientist and Bits Please, they did it. They got up this way. I don't know if they're going to win the game, but wow, Mad Scientist, after getting shut down so hard in the early stages of this game, and they're your winners. They are your winners here. Amazing stuff. 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Mad Scientist and Bits Please from the Cheese Clan are your victors. Dang. Mad Scientist. How much stuff did he lose in this game? A lot. He lost 1,250 resources, which is more than anybody except for the Terran player here who's getting attacked towards the end. But that was a lot of dead cannons, a lot of dead pylons, but he just kept pushing, kept pushing, and then the Cyclones were genius out of Bits Please. These guys have done this a lot, I feel like. And look at these Cyclones. Man, they look like they're from Ready Player One. And the Marine down here with his little bubble helmet looking extra bubbly. Good stuff for sure. Okay, more cheese coming at you. Got a couple more to go, and we'll be right back. IVXXPM versus Havoc here on Cerulean Fall, the latter edition. Okay, so IV is 4 and XX is 20. Ah, I see. I gotcha, 420. Top right-hand corner is the red Protoss player, 420 PM. And then we have the blue Zerg player, Havoc, from the Falpal clan. Again, you want to join the clan, feel free to join the Discord server. Come say hi. Anybody online, well, not anybody online, but we have some Falcon Paladin officers, usually always online, that can get you in any time of day. You have to be both in StarCraft in order for that to happen. Or, again, just shoot me an email. I'm sure some people are like, I'd like to join the clan, but I don't want to do Discord, and that's fine. I get that. But everyone does email, right? Right. Everyone does email. Also, have you heard of the Falcon Paladin Hour? That is a weekly podcast hosted by yours truly and an Australian named Summacron. We talk about StarCraft. We talk about BlizzCon, especially the BlizzCon stuff this time around. We talked about the seedings. We talk about things like The Witcher and Fallout 76. We talk about books and TV shows and movies and anime that we watch. And it's just kind of a really nerdy podcast is what it is. We should probably rename it. The Falcon Paladin Hour is kind of long and not very descriptive, but nevertheless, you should check it out. Just search Falcon Paladin anywhere you get your podcasts. If you're a podcast fan, you will enjoy the Falcon Paladin Hour for sure. Also, we get special guests sometimes. We're trying to get Pig. We're trying to get Pig on the podcast because Samacron's an Australian and Pig's an Australian, and we figured there's kind of a connection there. But anyway, whoop, look, 420 managed to sneak a pylon into Havoc's base. Havoc is going for a very standard hatch first, into an extractor, into a pool. Nothing much to see here. I do love the drone scout, though, where he did see the double gateway opening with the cyber core here as well, and double gas. Did he see double gas? He didn't scout double gas. He found the pylon too. Is he worried about it? I wouldn't be really all that worried about it at this stage of the game if I were him. Warp gate is so far away from being even close to ready. It's a very long upgrade. Where is it? 114 in-game seconds, which is an eternity. Is what it is. Another forward pylon here from 420, and Havoc, he's got to make some lings, man. He's going to make 4 of them, which in this situation I'd probably go for 6 or 8, just because it's clear your opponent is trying something, and killing these pylons quick is going to be good for your health as a Zerg player. So slow lings here, rah rah rah, going against these shields as hard as they can. This pylon finishes up front. More Zerglings here, just droning up is Havoc. APM for these players, 260 for Havoc right now, and 120 or so from 420. Forward robotics facility here, making some stalkers, pushes them on down. This is definitely a one-base style play. And honestly, if you haven't dealt with a one-basing Protoss before, Speedlings will be fine. Honestly, Speedlings, especially if they have +1 attack, in this situation, are going to be worth their weight in gold. Ooh, can he shut this down is the question. Here comes the Stalker. And the Lings are just, yeah, don't just sacrifice yourselves, man. Don't just do that. You need more Lings is what you need. You need speed on those guys, too. Oh, the shield batteries, Batman. It's going to be triple shield battery here. Robotics facility is probably immortal, although, honestly, if your opponent's going Speedling, not going to be as good. Where is that speed? It is 7 seconds from completing. They're going to kill one of these shield batteries, I think. Yeah, it gets the one, and then speed kicks in. Okay, the Lings just got about 40% better than they were a second ago When they get speed, they are much, much better. And here we go. Coming on in. There is, oh, that shield battery going down. Got to use this shield battery to heal that shield battery. Not doing it, though. Not doing it very well. He needs 20, there you go. 28 more lings on the way. That should just about finish this off. 28 Zerglings versus a Stalker Immortal pressure here from 420. This feels more like a push you do against Terran. Honestly, yeah, there it is. There's the surround. Shield batteries healing as best they can. Actually, exceptionally well there. This one's almost out of energy, and this one is too. I think if he'd kept going a little bit longer, oh, maybe could have gotten them. These shield batteries are very, very low on energy. Zealots coming in. Zealots a lot better in this situation. Much, much better. The saving grace is there's a 2 base here from Havoc versus the 1 base. This is definitely an all-in style play, and going for it with the Zerglings again, trying to get that surround action off. Yeah, there we go. Out of energy on the shield batteries. This Immortal's gonna go down. Another Immortal pops out. The Immortal dies, and Havoc pulls back. He's being exceptionally patient here. Queen's here trying to provide some additional help. One Zealot, oop, getting surrounded a little bit and falling down once again. More and more lings coming on in right now. We have lost 35 lings for Havoc. It's 21 to 23 harvesters. There is no expansion from 420. He has the amount of workers that he has. He's going to use it to make as many immortals as he can. He's going to warp in some sentries here too. This is not looking good for the Zerg player. The more diverse this little group gets out of 420, the better it is. And those shield batteries at the front are no joke either. Honestly, Spinecrawler at the front would be nice. Creep spread here would be nice too. Once again, trying to get in here. Nice. Force fields. A lot of his lings are trapped. Ooh, and just getting massacred there. 52 lings went down so far in this game. In that battle, it feels like a lot too. In exchange for unimmortal, 420 has been as cost efficient as you can be here. It's 1,375 resources lost for Havoc compared to 600 for 420. Good unobservers up here too. Wow. Just in case, like, I guess Burrow Roach shows up or lurkers or something. I like it. I like this observer play. 10 more lings. More spine crawlers coming in here too. I just... Havoc almost just needs 420 to walk up this ramp, get far enough away from the shield batteries they can't heal, and then get surrounded by these lings. That's really what it comes down to here. Transferring some drones down to the natural base would also be pretty good, because if you can just hold out in this situation, 420 is going to have to expand and let up the pressure at some point. He's going to start mining out his main sooner rather than later. That is something they changed in the Legacy of the Void patch. They've kind of fiddled with it, but bases mine out more quickly than they did in Heart of the Swarm, if you haven't been paying attention since then. Also, if this is your first time watching a game since Heart of the Swarm, welcome back to StarCraft. It's been a long time. Very long time. More lings on the way. This observer flies in, sees there is a lair. The lair's not being used for anything right now. Why does he have a lair? I don't know, man. Okay, so baiting some force fields out. The spines are hitting. The Zerglings trying to get that wraparound, and there we go. That's kind of what he needed. 3 of the shield batteries can do their work. Spine crawlers hitting here, though. Oh, they're out of energy now. They can't get out. The wraparound on the backside was too good. The Immortals are trying to retreat. They can't do it. That was huge. That was the change that needed to happen there. I thought I had it walled off. Good game. He taps out. Too many Zerglings. That's all she wrote. Havoc wins that thing. Woo, by the skin of his teeth. Yeah, that final engagement there. Did he think he really had it walled off that much? There were gaps on the right side and the center and the left side. I guess that's the difference between professional level force fields and lower level force fields, but... Are we ready to come on up here? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think what he thought was he had this walled off. See, but the Zerglings could still come around this side. Yeah, man, lings were sneaking in. That left side was huge in the battle, able to get around that backside. And then just enough DPS with the spine crawlers hitting, the queens helping out here too. Just enough to finish off that army. So good job by Havoc. And we'll come back with the last 2 cheese. And yeah, don't go anywhere. We got Wombat Combat and Vav here on Fracture, the latter edition, where we started today. Top left-hand corner, red Protoss player Wombat Combat from Pig 2, which I believe is Pig's second clan. Has too many players that want to be in his clan for just one. And in the bottom right, we have the red Terran player Vav from FMX. Awesome sauce. If you've enjoyed this cast and other StarCraft stuff that I've done on the channel, please consider supporting me on patreon.com/falconpaladin for as little as $1 a month. You can get access to Let's Plays that I play duos with Samacron. We are doing Grim Dawn right now, which is basically a Diablo clone where I run around and hit stuff with a sword and die. Is pretty much how that works. Samacron actually, between playthroughs, re-rolled a different class just so he could better complement what I was trying to do, which is actually kind of funny. Anyway, sometimes we fail miserably, but it's a lot of fun, and you can check it out, again, if you're a subscriber to patreon.com/falconpaladin for as little as $1 a month. That's it. Vob says, my MMR is Platinum 1. That's good news. Double gate here from Wombat Combat. Haha, me too, says Wombat Combat. APM check, 132 for Vob, 78 for Wombat Combat. Closer to 100, though, for both players right now, which really just, I think that makes sense. What are you doing here, Wombat Combat? Whoa! He is throwing up the Nexus right here, man, in full view of God and Vov. And me, Falcon Paladin. So it is going to be, yeah, we're going to do this thing. We're going to do the recall with the Zealots and the Probes and try to win this thing, because the wall won't help you, man, when they're inside the house. SCVs, you really have to commit to killing this Nexus if you're going to kill this Nexus. Look at these little drills. Trying to get through these shields as it's building. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's just making Zealots. There is no gas. There's no cyber core. This is as all-in as you can possibly get. A Reaper on the way from Vov. Interesting play. I mean, your DPS... Oh, I guess maybe to chase down the Probe. That's not bad, but the Probe's not your threat right now. The threat is this Nexus, and you're not going to kill it before it finishes. Zealot count is getting a little bit high. There's 2 of them. 3 and 4 are on the way from Wombat Combat 2, and this is just not enough. Honestly, what do you do against this? Cyclone perhaps would be pretty good. Tank, not bad either. But you're out of time. And here we go. Here comes the recall, and boom! Probes are here. Zealots are here. Immediate surrounding of everybody. The Reaper trying to kite back and kill all this stuff as best as he can. The bunker gets focused down and then canceled. Reaper needs to get the heck on out. He cannot engage with this. He has to leave his own base. Oh, you expanded behind this fob? Dang. Impressive stuff, man. Reaper gets killed by Probes. That is every Reaper's worst nightmare right there. SCV gets picked off as well. There's a Cyclone coming out, but I don't think that Cyclone is enough to deal with this. With 3 Zealots, 3 angry Zealots, and a couple Probes. That said, the couple Marines are here, forcing a liftoff on that main orbital command. Natural base is alive for Vov, though. Unfortunately, it's 19 to 3 Harvesters here. And here comes the Cyclone. Don't get surrounded. Don't get surrounded. You can do anything but get surrounded. What did I just say? All right, well, a lot of Probes are dying. That's pretty good, but there's the surround. 4 kills on that thing before it gets picked off. Yeah, the money for Vov is 0 right now. This is all that he has. He just has a handful of Marines. That factory is getting hammered at here too. Marines on the low ground trying to be like, hey guy, no. No Zealots. Bad Zealots. And yeah, look at this. Look at this mining. Oh, that's so good. Zealots on top of your Marines. You got to kite. This is a micro challenge, you guys. The micro challenge is you have to kite against Zealots. It's hard. It is hard to do. Every hit is just so damaging. Another Zealot comes over. Did he come all the way from over there? I think he walked his way over, which is hilarious. And Bob is out, and Wombat Combat is your winner. Makes it happen with the ye old Nexus recall with Probes and Zealots. So fun. First time I saw it, it just blew my socks off that it was somebody thought about this. Blew my socks right off. All right. Anyway, one more game coming your way. Don't miss out. Final game of Cheese Compilation will be between Echo and Sputnik here on Fracture. Top left-hand corner, red Protoss player Echo. Bottom right-hand corner, blue Protoss player Sputnik. All right, we've seen Echo before. It's going to be a PvP this time instead of a PvT. He went for Ghost. Went for Ghost as the Terran player. Switched up races on us, Echo. Are you a Diamond? Diamond Protoss, says Sputnik? Yeah, says Echo. I'm toast, says Sputnik. What is going on? This is interesting questions going on here between these players. I wonder if it's, wonder if they're friends. I wonder if this isn't actually ladder or whatnot. Either way, here comes the probe from Echo. Just hanging out. Don't mind me. Just here waiting for enough money to build a pylon. I'll be gentle-ish, says Echo. Oh, Echo. So mean. Lel, says Sputnik. Didn't see this probe. What are you building over here? What are you waiting? What resources are you waiting for to build over here? Is it a delayed scout? He's building stuff in his the gateways in his main base. Oh, it's the Nexus. We gonna see this again? Oh man, that Ford Nexus is it's basically a warp gate except expensive. Except faster researching than warp gate would be. So, 71 seconds. And you gotta build a gateway out there anyway for the fast warp in, so whatever. This works out. Yep, gonna be Zealots, gonna be probes. Going to be, I mean, a wall here would really do Sputnik a lot of good. Okay, so he's walling off. I think Zealots can fit through this gap, though. I'm pretty sure that's enough. Ooh, maybe not. It's so hard to tell. So hard to tell in those situations. All right, so the probe comes in, sees double gateway opening, sees no gas, sees no cybernetics core. And I mean, I remember what I said about scouting. You have to know what's going on in order for it to work. And in this situation, I'm just not sure that Sputnik knows what this means, right? I mean, if you came in here and saw this, would you just assume that your opponent is bad, making Zealots? Right? Making Zealots in a PvP with no gas and no cybernetics core? Like, that's just horrible. That is horrible craft. Although, making Zealots of his own here is Sputnik. Cybernetics core here, he's got a little bit of gas coming on in here as well. It's 18 to 22 harvesters. Sputnik has the lead. And this Nexus is done. I think. Are we ready for the recall? Are you waiting for another round of Zealots? I think this is it. I think everybody's crouching up here. There's the assimilator. Yeah, everybody gets on in close to the assimilator. And here comes the recall. Oh, and some get on the high ground. What? Okay, that was amazing. And the ones that got on the high ground, that blows my mind. Oh, well, the wall's open. And everyone just comes right on in. And it's basically going to be probes versus probes with some Zealot support for Echo. Echo, this is what your version of gentle-ish means? Come on, man. Oh, man. These Zealots are just having the fieldest days of fieldest days. They have 0 kills? Maybe not. Actually, probes killed 1. Oh, they're Sputnik Zealots anyway. Never mind. The Sputnik Zealots are having a bad time. That one has 6 kills here from Echo. This one has 2 kills. This one has 1 kill. Yeah, I mean, this is our final battle. It is 12 to 14 harvesters. Echo is barely up here. But Zealot versus Zealot action, man. Can be as kind of hard to predict as ZVZ. Sputnik throws out the lull. Does he even know this is here? He does now. I guess he did send somebody over there early, and that's... Wow. So weird. So weird stuff. All right, well, that's your capper. That is the capper to your cheese compilation today. I never bothered to figure out what number it was this time. I'm casting this at like 1 a.m., so nope. Not gonna happen, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like and a comment and whatnot, because that's going to be it from me. And this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and the Cheese. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe too, if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Echo.